welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
To throw, it's Lagway. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That's a nice pick-up there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So the Florida Gators offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And Kirk, of course, when we talk about this offense, it has to revolve around the guy under center.
Well, anytime you have a guy like this, it always gives you a chance to win a football game. He can do it all. And most importantly, he has a great connection with the offensive coordinator. Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Critical moment of this conference championship. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. QB keeper all the way. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Cut quickly. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Trying to run it. It's Daniels. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Methodical but effective, probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Trying to find room. It's Daniels. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Or maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle, but the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period.
Florida 7, Georgia 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught, completion. And we're head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Lagway. The ball is caught. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Strong game by this quarterback. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do. This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
With the catch, it's Hawkins. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the cortical, stopping for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on 3rd down now? That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. It's leg way. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On a drive that just won't end, it's third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Gators will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaking free at midfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Finding some room at the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators.
Of course, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
He hands it off from the gun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Tight end goes in motion, and the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays. For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Receiver makes the catch. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Can they convert here on third down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The shotgun handoff here. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. A long-distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Who makes the grab? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Getting set. Here's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. To the air, it's Lagway. And pass is caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Yeah, the tight end is the favorite target here of the QB, and he puts it right on him. You know, it's got to be frustrating for him when he can't connect on a simple drag route on your check down option.
Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. And you keep working that clock.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here after the break, offense trying to convert here on third down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Dropping back. It's Lagway. But it's incomplete. Looking to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
The second down incompletion sets up third and inches. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up fourth and short. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The pocket breaking down. Using his legs on the scramble. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is on target, caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense success the formation. It's third down. To the air. It's Lagway. The receiver makes the catch. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Grinding away with their running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
He finds some space. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Hot over the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. Big first down.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Gators. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Makes a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Gators are in the red zone. It's an option look. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Nice grab. It's Daniels. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.